So, God's sovereignty. Sovereignty just means king, ruler, final authority, rule maker. So, how is it possible? Well, actually, I'm sorry, head scratchers. God's sovereignty. Could it mean this? Food for thought. My opinion, the Bible does tell us what God does, and I think that He has revealed everything that we need to know so that we can relate in a natural, tenable, logical, real way. I don't think there's hidden counsels and hidden secrets and hidden, permissive wills. And, I just hide all those things. And I really just determine you to do what I want you to do so that my plan works. But I don't think that's at all tenable. I don't think that's a worldview that we can live by. It doesn't make any sense. Bible is useless in those ways. So sovereignty, He chooses to make things. For example, He was create humans, His pinnacle creation, so that they can make free choices. Then that choice is so that we can either freely love Him or freely not. And we have the choice to do that. This is just food for thought. And, have you ever really felt true love? Do you overlook people's boneheaded moves once in a while? Well, I believe that God created a world with free creatures. We are the pinnacle creation. I think the word sovereignty is misused by the reformers, Calvinists. Let's see what else. So supreme ruler. I believe the Bible also reveals God's character clearly so that, we can put our hope and trust into Him. Again, I'm just food for thought, wondering if the Calvinist reformers, tulip people, have considered this view, because it doesn't seem to contradict any other Bible pieces or parts. Revealed character doesn't contradict that. And God, I believe, is still powerful enough to get everything done because of the definition of sovereignty we just shared. And so we do have a supreme ruler, loving, reached out to us. He takes no pleasure in the death. He's always reaching out and offering us rest. He's always reaching out and warning us before we do certain things, trying to protect us, telling us where our safety net is. He created free creatures to love Him or reject Him. And of course, we're just created creatures under His design. Therefore, there's going to be no thwarting, overdoing God's plans. His results will still come to be. He does what He pleases. Does He please to do everything that we see here on earth, or does He just please to do 30% of the things? Not sure. But when the Bible says He does what He pleases, doesn't sound to me like that means He does everything. I don't know how they make that connection. So where true love exists, then it can be chosen for or against. And I think His true love chose the most logical creature, one that's free to make choices. And I think that creatures are responsible, because if we weren't responsible, how could God, a perfect God, a God that we all looked up to, He's so smart, He's divine, He's perfect in thought, deed, character, how could He write a Bible in the way that He did, even for dummies like us humans? What's the point? The point is, we have enough sense as humans to read it and say, whoa, this seems like a condition. If I do this, then this. If I don't do this, then this. But if God's predetermined everything, then He shouldn't write the Bible like that. This will be part 1 of Have You Considered This about God's sovereignty? We'll pick up right here when we come back.